And earlier tonight, we caught up with a man who just moved to Austin from England 3 weeks ago. Here's what he had to say.
I think the majority of Britons wanted to leave, and it's been a long time coming. The referendum has been asked for in the past, and the government has always put it off for various reasons. But they couldn't put it off any longer, and I think the public has now spoken, and they've shown what they wanted.
So you think this is an overall good thing?
Overall, in the long term, yes. In the short term, it's going to be mayhem.
And the current mayhem is having a ripple effect here in Central Texas. You may have already noticed a drop in your retirement account, although a financial planner we spoke with does not expect the bloodbath we saw back in 2008. The economic instability means interest rates for mortgages and loans should remain low. And for travel enthusiasts, it's a chance to save cash. Austin Berkshire International Airport has a daily direct flight to London, but you probably will not save on airfare on that.
So I don't expect the flight over to go down very much in the short term anyway. But once you get there, yeah, your hotel stays, your tours, your transfers, your meals, you're looking at an immediate discount of 10, 15%, which can add up quickly on a week-long trip.
ABIA traffic figures show ridership on the Austin-London flight grew by more than 10% in the first quarter of 2016 compared to 2015. And you could see instability in other parts of Europe. Scottish leaders want another look at independence. They voted to stay in the EU. Officials in France and the Netherlands are both calling for EU votes. And all of this is providing more fuel to Texas secessionists. In 2012, a petition on the White House website for secession secured enough names to force an official response. Back in May, the topic of Texas secession almost made it to the floor of the official state Republican Party platform. The idea failed to make it to the convention floor by only 2 votes. At the time, secessionist supporters said they were still happy about it, saying their efforts had never made it that far at the convention. Last year, the Texas nationalist movement was pushing for a ballot referendum for this upcoming election. Following Brexit, the group is using it as a rallying point for their cause. In a statement from the president of the group on Facebook, he said in part, "It is time for Texans to rally with us and fight for the right to become a self-governing nation." So no matter what, expect the vote in Britain to reignite the flames of secession here in Texas to become our own country again. But what about the legality of that? Our media partners at the Texas Tribune have the answer. Legally, the answer is no. When Texas and the rest of the Confederacy surrendered at the end of the Civil War in 1865, many historians say the precedent was set. Seceding from the U.S. is illegal. Ratified in 1787, the U.S. Constitution spells out in the document only for states to be admitted to the Union. There's no language about letting a state leave. Once you're in, you're in. Congress would have to amend the Constitution to set up an exit system. And while the myth persists that Texas can become its own republic again, that is not really true. After breaking free from Mexico officially in 1836, Texas had a 10-year run as an independent country. When Texas was annexed into the U.S., the resolution Congress passed allowed Texas to break up into 5 states total, all of similar size. There was no wording allowing it to break away from the Union. Check out more from the Tribune article, including what the Supreme Court has said about this issue through the link at KXAN.com.